beautiful ridge just right along this valley here. Okay, Dolmen des Fadas, F-A-D-E-S. I'm gonna see if we find that one. We'll get back to this one another day. Beginning here in Sebazan, and we're gonna cruise now. Hopefully, the Dolmen.
Head west.
24-meter long compartment. Okay, come up the path from down there where we parked, right off the road there. And just walk up here and it's quite obvious, you know. Cool little tunnel down here or whatever. I wonder why they made this little... There's nothing in there. I think it was an information point, but I don't know, got it outdated or whatever. But it's a big slab of rock on top of there once again, you know. I mean, look at that thing. Huge. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. That's a proper one, right? So about 5,000 years old. I mean, it took quite some manpower to, you know, jimmy that into place. That is not a small slab of rock. It's definitely a hilly area here, you know. Good overview. Wow, just amazing. Look at that. Check this out. Let's see here. Flip that around. It's 5,000 years old at least. It's just incredible. It's massive. I mean, look at this. I mean, that's pretty wild. Just that alone, that curved. I mean, look at that thing. Pretty wild. It's quite cool how they carved out that rock there. Or, I mean, it's really amazing when you think about how old it is and all that. Kicking back on that rock there. I see how it didn't need a raised area here. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Like the spiral action going on here. And you raise that tree there. I doubt this was here 5,000 years ago, but maybe something like that has been here. Who knows? Let's go over here to the start of it. Well, so anyway, easy walking. Well, I made it to the middle here of the spiral. You're kind of dizzy, actually. Okay, it's, direction northwest at about 323, 325 northwest. Kind of interesting. There's like 3 levels, you got down there with the grapes, the ground, so to speak, level. You go up to like the first plateau here, 1, then you have another, plateau here, 2, and then you have the 3rd plateau where the, tomb is there, the monument. And pretty cool. Obviously a little bit restored, but amazing. And you can imagine people have been coming up here for thousands of years, checking it out, being thankful to God, enjoying the beauty here. And there's no one up here. It's just quiet, except for those dogs in the... Well, someone's in the vineyard over there, I guess. Beautiful. Well, as you can see here on this web page, Aude, Aude, I don't know how you say it exactly, but that's the region there. It was found like this, or rediscovered like this, And let's see if I can zoom in here a bit. So the big slab was slanting down towards those 2 or 3 rocks, well, these right here, which have been remolded to hold, or restructured to hold up the slab there. The other stones were original. These stones are original. So these are the ones they adapted. You can read here, Dolmen des Fados is surrounded by a forest of pines all the way of a road hill, a place called Lo Morrel dos Fados, which means in Occitan, slope of the Fairies. The monument is the biggest dolmen, long hallway, previously covered walkway, in the south of France. It was built, according to the archaeologist, around 3,500 before Christ, late Neolithic, by the people of La Culture de Varaza. The remains of the culture was first found in 1903 at this place after plowing of the terrain, and then in 1946 after meticulous excavations by Aude and Jean Taffanel, a necropolis of the Champs de Jonas, revealed. They found their finds probably include a dagger with brass rivets. This large rectangular building, 24 meter in size, built in blocks of different rocks, limestone, greystone, redstone, has a long corridor of alternating pillars and dry stone, anteroom with the capstone, and finally a more eroded terminal cella. 2 doors realized by sculptured stone slabs that had to separate the interior space, built at the end of the Neolithic period around 3000 BC. The dolmen was still in use at the time of the Copper Era, interesting, and the beginning of the Bronze Age. The Dolmen des Fadas is the biggest dolmen in the south of France. And this is where you get there. You take, direction Minerva, beautiful little city town, by the way. Yeah, it was very easy to find. You just kick it into Google Maps, it'll bring you right to it, more or less. Different than some of the other dolmens I tried to find, which is a bit more, painstaking. You just kick it in there, and you see it right here. And this is right where it was. The site itself, you walk up, this is where I walked up, is up in here, up under these trees there. So when we zoom out, you can see this was like an island of hill, and there was another hill over here, little one. I wonder, it'd be cool to go search around some of these other areas, finding the time. And there was more hills over here, and I visited the church over in here, which and this was all pretty close to where the camping down here in Les Sablons, Fort Dragnes, pretty close to the drive. That's where we just were, up on there. See, it's kind of like an island out here.